Um, my name is Max Flynn, and I'm from England, South Africa, and Australia. I'm 17 years old. I've been training MMA for about 4 years, and I'm currently training in Phuket Top Team in Thailand. One of my old coaches, Ryan Bao, and another one, Monir Lazaz, they recommended Top Team to me. They were friends with Eric Uresk, the head coach here, and I came on here holiday for a few weeks, and I really liked the training, and I figured that if I want to be a world champ, this would be one of the best places to come, and I haven't looked back since I came out here. I first got into MMA when I was 13 years old. I got bullied at school when I was about 12, and I wanted to be able to defend myself properly. And once I started training, I found that I had a real passion for it, and I started to take things more seriously and fell in love completely with the sport. And I figured that this is something I could do as a career, and just been making the most of that since then. Most of my family, both my mum and my dad, work in education. My mum's a university lecturer, and my dad was actually a teacher at the school that I used to go to. So they had kind of, they didn't really like it when I started it, but as I showed that I was really dedicated, training every day, winning my fights, they started to believe in me more, and they've been very supportive and believe in me 100%. My lifestyle is just 24/7. Everything's based around my training. It's just, I'm trying to be a world champ. My diet's dedicated to making me a world champ. My training's dedicated to be a world champ. Just everything revolves around that, 24/7, 365 days a year. Well, the people around me here are also really focused, and that helps keep me in check. My coach Eric, he also keeps me focused, and I'm just competing regularly, having a lot of goals, but mostly just being on the mat every day. It's what I love to do, and it doesn't seem like it's something hard to do for me. It's just it's what I love to do. So after about 3 months of training kickboxing, I made my kickboxing debut. I made it quite early, but I made my MMA debut after about 2 years of training. Right now, it's because I've been living in Dubai, it's very hard to find MMA fights. I'm 3-0 as an amateur, but I've had to fight guys 10 years older than me for all my fights in MMA and kickboxing. So I'm currently 3-0 in MMA, and I'm 13-2 in kickboxing and Muay Thai. So my last fight was March 30th against the Tajikistan guy who was a national wrestling champion. The game plan was actually to strike against him, but everyone was telling me not to grapple against him. But then 1 minute before the fight, I was like, I'm going to prove to everyone I can grapple too. And it was a bit of a risk, but it worked out for me, and I won the fight. I've had one fight in Thailand, but all of my other fights have been in Dubai. Dubai and Abu Dhabi have an amazing jiu-jitsu scene, but the MMA and kickboxing scene isn't that great. It's developing quite a lot at the moment. A gym called TK MMA are really building it up. They're having many events, but that's only been around for a couple of years, but they're really bringing the amateur scene up there. But it has been very hard to find fights there in the past for me. I completely love the lifestyle. Sometimes I miss it, but I look back at my friends, and a lot of them aren't achieving very much, going out drinking every week, and their career prospects aren't very good for them. So I'm glad I found something I'm really passionate about, and I'm focused, and I have tunnel vision for this MMA career, and most of them lack having a proper career choice. My goal is to be a world champion. If the UFC is the best organization, by the time I'm 25, it will be the UFC, but I want to be number 1 in the world. I walk around about 68 kilos, so I fight either bantamweight or featherweight, depending on which opponents I can find. But I think I'll get bigger as I get older, so I'll probably end up as a featherweight or lightweight by the time I'm like 25. Obviously, like, I might have a slight strength disadvantage, but I try to train harder than all of them and stay more focused than them to close that gap. And it's been working for me. I've been winning my fights. So I'm just going to try and keep the same focus and doing what I'm doing right now. I want to do the IMMAF Amateur World Championship in November, which is in Bahrain. So that's the goal for me at the moment. I'm in Phuket until the end of June, and then I'm going to the US for 3 months, and I'm doing a 1-month wrestling camp, and then I'm going to go to Arizona and San Diego as well, and then I'm probably going to come back to Phuket just before that as well. Yeah, I'm going to be in the J. Robson wrestling camp, and then I'm going to go to the MMA lab in Arizona, and I'm going to go to the training lab in San Diego.